Did you know that some of the musicians we admire have a dark side that led them to commit murder? Yes, dear listeners, it's a grim reality that even the world of melody and rhythm, which often serves as a refuge from the harshness of life, has its own sinister corners. Our journey today takes us through the chilling narratives of 5 musicians who, despite their artistic prowess, succumbed to their darkest instincts. These are individuals who've used their hands for both creating enchanting symphonies and committing horrifying acts that shook the world. This is not a tale for the faint-hearted. It's a dissonant symphony that dances on the edge of morality, where the line between art and crime blurs. It's a story that compels us to ask, can we separate the artist from the art, knowing the darkness that resides within them? Let's dive into the chilling tales of these musicians. Our first story takes us back to the roaring 1920s, to the life of a jazz musician named Lee Morgan. This era was a time of great change, where music was the universal language of liberation, and jazz was its most eloquent dialect. In this vibrant world, Lee Morgan emerged as a prodigious talent. His trumpet resonated with the spirit of the time, gaining him both fame and fortune. Yet Lee's life was not just about joyous melodies and swinging rhythms. Behind the spotlight, Lee shared a tumultuous relationship with his common-law wife, Helen Moore. Their love, initially a beautiful harmony, gradually descended into a discordant cacophony. The crescendo came on a fateful snowy night in 1972, when Helen, in a fit of rage and despair, shot Lee, marking a tragic end to his symphony of life. A tale of love turned fatal. Lee's story is a reminder of how fame and fortune cannot shield one from personal tragedy. Fast forward to the 1960s, a time of rock and roll and rebellion, we meet Phil Spector. A genius in the world of music, Spector was renowned for his wall of sound production technique, revolutionizing the rock and roll genre. His influence was so profound that he worked with some of the biggest names in music, including the Beatles and the Righteous Brothers. But beneath the glitz and glamour of fame and fortune, Spector was a troubled soul. His erratic behavior and volatile temper were well known within the industry, but were often overlooked due to his talent. This all came to a tragic climax in 2003, when actress Lana Clarkson was found dead in Spector's mansion. After a lengthy trial, Phil Spector was convicted of second-degree murder. Phil's story shows us that even the most talented individuals can harbor a dark side. From the world of rap and hip-hop, we have the story of C. Murder. Born as Corey Miller, he is an American rapper and songwriter who rose to fame during the 90s. He was a part of the popular group TRU alongside his brothers and was also a successful solo artist. Yet his success in the music industry is marred by a dark chapter. In 2002, Miller was convicted for the murder of a 16-year-old fan, Steve Thomas. The tragic incident took place in a nightclub in Louisiana. It was a shocking revelation that sent ripples through the music world. Despite proclaiming his innocence and multiple appeals, C. Murder was sentenced to life imprisonment without parole. C. Murder's story is a grim reminder of how fame and power can be misused. His tale serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us that even those who reach the pinnacle of success are not immune to the consequences of their actions. Our final story takes us to the world of heavy metal, where we meet Varg Vikernes of Burzum. A prominent figure in the Norwegian black metal scene, Vikernes was known for his explosive personality and intense music. His band, Burzum, was a pioneer in the genre, known for its raw sound and dark lyrics. However, Vikernes' life took a dark turn when rivalry and disagreements led to violent outcomes. His relationship with bandmate Euronymous was fraught with tension, and in 1993, it escalated to fatal levels. Vikernes was convicted for the murder of Euronymous, a shocking event that sent ripples through the music community. His trial was marked by outbursts and controversy, reflecting the chaos of the black metal scene at the time. Despite his conviction, Vikernes has maintained a strong following, and his music continues to influence the genre. Vikernes' tale is a bleak testament to how passion and rivalry can lead to disastrous outcomes. These stories serve as a grim reminder that even our idols can have a dark side. From the symphony's eerie melody to the jazz age's hidden misdeeds, the rock and roll murder to the rap nightmare, And finally, the metal mayhem. Each tale echoes the tragic consequences of unchecked rage and power. These narratives underscore the importance of recognizing and addressing the signs of violence early on. In the end, it is important to remember that no amount of talent or fame can excuse such heinous actions.